Hey guys, first and foremost, I apologize about the audio. I know it's quite windy. We'll put some background music behind this and let you see some drift fishing, not for crappie, but for walleye at Clinton Lake. It is end of May. We've had horrible spawning conditions for the crappie. Everything's flooded, but now the walleye have moved out onto the flats, and one of my favorite places to target them first and foremost is Clinton, just a little bit west of Lawrence, Kansas, home of the Jayhawks. We've got perfect conditions visibility wise today. Overcast, kind of cool, got a nice little wake here, and I think not only are we going to pick up some walleye, but I think we're also going to pick up some crappie as well. So we're going to be doing a nice little presentation with some Strike King sassy type shad. I think this is called the scissor shad. Take a look at that. Got a nice little hook up on it. And then we're going to put a little loop knot with a True Turn Blood Red number 2 hook on it. See if we can't get some of these walleye. Watch, I bet it doesn't take long. We spotted them on the Garmins. They're right below us. We're going to cast into the wind, work them back with a slow drift, just letting them hit the bottom and kind of popping it up a little bit, and I bet we get some bites. We're also working a pretty solid ledge. It's pretty well known here. You can kind of tell we got a lot of boats here. We've got a ledge where it breaks down from about 30 feet, rises up to about 13 feet. We're gonna work the rise and try to trigger those fish with a little instinctual bite coming from the bottom to the top. So see how we do. Also probably gonna troll some crankbaits through here. Maybe a little slow death Berkeley worm presentation. And maybe even some bell sinkers with a little bottom bumping technique. A little rough and tumble out here. If somebody were to go over, you definitely there he is. That didn't take long. Nice walleye or a white bass, kind of running like a white bass. Oh, and that's right, white bass. There we go. Still, that's fun. But anyway, it is kind of rough out here. We're gonna go safety first, put a life vest on. I was hoping those fish that I spotted on the Garmin 7608 were crappie on the ledge, but I'm afraid it might be a huge school of white bass. But usually where there are white bass, there are crappie. Another white bass. But boy, talk about fun. Although it's a little dangerous, certainly is a lot of fun. Every cast. Every cast. Except that one. I cast my minnow off. I have found that a lot of times fish will travel together. So even though you find white bass, a lot of times crappie will be sprinkled in there with them as well. Remember, there's no mirrors down there, so these fish, got another one, they don't know what they are. So a lot of times they will school together. I got off. A lot of times crappie will school together with white bass. So, you know, if you've got a big enough crappie, he will hang with the white bass, and I bet you that if we keep weeding through these white bass, I bet we catch a big crappie. There's one. You're not going to believe this, but I caught this one on a bare hook. A bare hook. And I had another one on because he broke my jig off. And I didn't even put a minnow on this one. So they're in there pretty thick. This is what we're dealing with right here. Mr. Crappie scissor shads. Boom, perfect hook set. Ouch, 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 ouch. Strike King Scissor Shad. Woo. Ooh, got a big one. Ooh, got my body in there. Got him. Nice fish. Nice. Not what we're after, but man, talk about a fun day of catching some fighting fish. These white bass are just born mad. And they are just engulfing these scissor shad. Strike King Scissor Shad. Better pick up a few of them. All right, since we've been missing a few bites, and we've noticed that the skirt has been pulled down a lot on that scissor shad, we're gonna go with a little smaller bait. We're still gonna use the Strike King Scissor Shad head, but we're gonna go with the same body, or the same color, and a different body, a smaller body. This is actually the shad pole body from Strike King, same color. Much smaller bait. It's going to leave a lot more hook radius. Same color, I bet we catch a lot more with this. Plus, it's a smaller bait, it'll get down quicker, and we'll see what happens. Dang it, I wish these were crappie. Now, I know a lot of people eat these. They say if you cut the red out, they're delicious, but a lot of people probably mad that I'm throwing these back. But to me, they taste a little oily, and they definitely taste a little fishy. I guess I'm just a crappie snob. But boy, are they fun to catch. I mean, they fight a solid 3 times better than crappie. And that was a pretty nice fish right there. Got some rough conditions. We might go target some crappie and some trees. Basically, all I'm doing is casting into the wind and real slowly keeping the pressure on my line, bringing it back in and waiting to feel that thump. Catch one more, then we're out.